Have you taken an Uber in Huntsville, Alabama?
They're not like anywhere else.
No, it's like a whole nother country.
Oh. This one time.
So, this one time.
This one time?
You know what? This one time.
This one time.
Oh my god, this one time?
The podcast.
There's hair on my mic cover. There it is.
I'll take things that don't matter for 200, Alex.
It's my hair, so.
So this is the part where I say, greetings from Huntsville, Alabama. In just a moment, we're going to have a cool story from Cambodia, not ours, somebody else's. But before we get there, hello, my lover.
Hello, baby, and hello, everyone. I'm Sheila D.
And I am Evo Terra.
And have we got a story for you?
We have stories from Cambodia, but before that, Huntsville, Alabama. And before we get even there, so yes.
You're off on your own tangent.
We are still on break. This is not part of season 4. This is still not even part of season 3. This is kind of an interstitial as we figure out exactly what the hell it is we are doing for season 4.
I think we figured it out.
Have
I told you?
We have figured. With the primary concept done, we've not actually done the groundwork for doing that. So here's the deal. Sometime in May, regular episodes of This One Time shall resume.
Yes.
May 2017,
I
if you're
approve
catching
this.
up from a very long time ago. But before that happens, a few interstitial episodes as we get things worked out, flushing out some of the prior content that we have. That's what we're doing here and there. But, honey, again, we're in Huntsville, Alabama.
We are. It's beautiful here. It's big open country.
It's no different than Oklahoma. I mean, it's the exact same landscape, same trees, same people.
I don't know. I think it's big open. Well, you're right.
Yeah. Thanks for
But
agreeing with me.
our family's not here.
Well, that's true. Listen, Huntsville, Alabama. Our first time staying in Huntsville in Alabama for any length of time.
Right. I've only passed through when I was like 15
Right.
on a motor trip that. It's why I don't do motor trips.
Do you want to tell that story on the show?
No.
Oh.
We're not. We don't discuss that.
Okay. We will not discuss that. Do you want to discuss anything at all about Huntsville, Alabama for the couple of days we've been here thus far?
I got some shopping done.
And we've been on a lot of Ubers.
Our Ubers have been funny.
Have you taken an Uber in Huntsville, Alabama?
They're not like anywhere else.
No, it's like a whole nother country. when it comes to the Ubers.
Oh, it's different.
It is the most ride sharing of Ubers I have been into.
Yes.
It's very much you're sharing a ride with the local folk.
You are with the local folk.
You are definitely with the local folk when you are in Huntsville, Alabama.
You should expand on that.
I don't think I'm going to expand on that because we are here at the. Thanks very much to the Huntsville CVB Convention and Visitors Bureau.
They're fabulous, by the way. I've gotten several emails from them already.
For supporting us while we're here, which is why we're not going to talk too much about the Ubers in Huntsville, Alabama. They're lovely people.
They get us where we're going.
They get us where we are going.
And we chat.
Yes. We do chat. Sometimes saying, turn here type chat. But although I will say this, the funniest story that I've had today was when we got in the Uber today from the
first
lady.
one?
And she says, now remember, she has picked us up from a hotel. We are at a hotel in Huntsville, Alabama, and we get in, she says, do y'all have and she did use the word y'all, do y'all have a radio station you prefer to listen to? To which my answer says, you know we don't live here. This is not where we are from.
But you probably should have said not the one you're listening to.
I likely should have said that. No. Don't know where you're. And this is the same woman that we were trying to get to Best Buy so you could buy some electronics.
Yes, which I did not.
And instead of taking us to Best Buy, she takes us to Steak and Shake.
Across the way.
Because clearly, people I'm picking up from a hotel have a favorite Huntsville radio station and are dying to go to Steak and Shake. Yeah, not so much.
Nope. But we did get to Best Buy.
We did get to Best Buy.
And we're not successful in buying the items we needed to buy.
Not even. I think Best Buy is going out of business.
I'm pretty sure.
It feels like Blockbuster 1996. It feels a lot like that.
It does, yeah.
So is Best Buy going out of business, America? What's happening? I don't know. But nonetheless, we're here. We spent way too much on a SIM card. Just 50. Anyhow, I don't want to just...
Don't go there.
We're not here to rag on the States. We're American.
Yes.
Apparently, the country's not yet been made great again as we were promised.
Should have been instantaneous, but...
Nonetheless, we are here. I'm speaking at the TBEX Travel Conference, TBEX North America 2017, happens in Huntsville in May. I'm speaking at that, which is why we are here in town. But
and we have a house sit. We're going to watch a German Shepherd. I can't wait.
We're watching. If you want to house sit when you travel the world, you should do that. Go to shevo.wtf/stay for free, and we've got a list of all the places you can sign up for to do house sitting around the world like we have. Our first time house sitting in over a year?
Oh, well over a year.
Well, almost a year and a half probably. Yeah, it was October of last year was the last time we did a house sit.
No, we did October of last year?
With Cassie in
No,
Bangkok.
that wasn't...
You're right. We did it all over Australia. I totally forgot. So yeah, about a year and 4 months. About a year and 4 months it's been since we've done a house sit. Anyhow.
No, but you did take care of Cassie's cats while she was gone.
That's a different story. Listen, we're not here to talk about any of that today. All we're here to do is put out a short little interstitial episode, and we have a comedian.
And we failed.
We're not yet failed. We're trying to fail. We're trying to get back on track. Listen, I have a show coming up, an interview, a conversation I had with Steveo Joslin.
Stevo?
My name is Steveo Joslin. My wife runs a travel blog called toucantravel.com. You can find me on the internet at stevojoslincomedy.com, and you should do it because all the cool kids are.
Yes, Steveo Joslin, and he's from Phnom Penh, in case you missed that story. And listen, we're just going to let him get into things right now and tell this story. You may never want to visit the place he's going to visit. Let's just let Steveo tell the story.
Yeah. So my wife and I were traveling around Cambodia a couple of years ago. This must have been 2014. And we went to this beautiful island off the coast of Sihanoukville called Koh Rong Sam Loem. Now this place is paradise on earth. They got phosphorescent or bioluminescent plankton at night. All of the electricity comes from generators. And so we get off the boat. It takes like 3 hours from the mainland. We get off the boat, and this couple hands us a jar of coconut oil. And they say, you guys are going to need this.
Wait, just a random couple? It wasn't like somebody at the docks giving out guests who are arriving on the boat coconut oil. Just two people you see say, did you bring coconut oil? And you said no, and they said here.
That's exactly right, yes, yeah.
Okay, auspicious beginning.
Yeah, these random British backpackers, and they were just covered in these ugly sores. And we're just like, okay, I guess we've stumbled upon some sort of evil scientist island. We're just going to get radiation poisoning here and meet Godzilla. So we walk into the beach, and some guy who works at one of the kayak rentals is like, get off the sand. You can't be here right now. There are sand flies. So these little suckers, to the tip of a pin, and if they bite you, you end up just covered, like your body is sloughing off its old skin. Ugh. These disgusting red weeping sores that last for weeks. And so what you're supposed to do is just cover up all of your exposed skin with coconut oil, and then the flies get stuck in it and they die. And so you just, it's disgusting. So you put your sunscreen on, you put the oil on, and then you're safe to go outside just smelling like the end of a really lazy orgy. So the guy who warns us about the coconut oil, he's like, hey man, I also rent kayaks. Are you guys interested? And so we're like, yeah, let's go check this beautiful piece of God's real estate out. There's a beautiful bay, like it curves out and everything. It looks like something out of a movie. So they say he gives us some snorkels and says, go around the bend to the left there, and you guys will be able to dive and see some beautiful coral. And we're young and dumb at this point. This is like 3 years ago. So we get into the kayak, and immediately we run into problems. Like we've kayaked before. We know what we're doing. But the thing, and I'm a little bit bigger than my wife. There's just like double her size. So we thought that was the problem. Just me sitting in the back, fishtailing the guy all over the bay. So we're shouting at each other. It's like, you paddle this way, you paddle this way. So we're just having this really ugly argument in the middle of this beautiful, pristine bay, trying to figure out why this kayak isn't working. So we finally fishtail our way over to the other side of the bay, out of sight of the beach. We're probably paddling for like an hour to get maybe a football field. And so we get there, and we go to snorkel, and I put my mask on, and I hop in the water, and I look down, and it's the water, the seabed is maybe like a foot beneath me, and it's just covered in sea urchins. These just giant black frozen explosion-looking things that if you step on them, they'll just pierce right through your foot.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, it wasn't. So I was like, honey, we can't go snorkeling here. I'm going to get back on the boat. So I get back into the boat, and there's like a little compartment for where you put your wallet or something while you're out off the boat. And I hop in, and the top of that pops off, and the boat just starts to sink. So the whole thing is going down. The snorkel gear is lost down to Davy Jones' locker, and we're like, all right, well, what can we do now? We can't see the beach where we came from, and it took us an hour to get here within the boat. So we see a resort on the other end of the beach, on this small secluded beach. We're like, okay, we got to swim there, and we've got to bring the boat with us.
Right, drag the partially submerged boat along with me, honey. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we take turns just dragging this sinking boat through the water. And we're just, off in the distance, we can see a giant lightning storm rolling in. And we're like, I don't want to die this way. This is going to suck. This is not how it's going to end. And so we're pulling it. We're just talking to each other. It's like, I love you very much. I'm so glad that you are part of my life. If this is how it ends, tell my family. And she's like, no, if I die, you're going to die too. I didn't know what the threat meant, but it was still really scary. And so we eventually get to the beach, and we get there, and it's completely abandoned. They're building a hotel there, but there's no people. And I take the boat, and I tilt it up, and it just pours out water. The entire boat has been filled. And so I'm like, honey, we got to get back in the boat. We got to go back around the bend. And she said, there's no way I'm getting back in that boat. You almost killed us last time. You're not going to get to finish the job.
Right.
And so we're there. We're debating on what we're going to do. We're like, we can just sleep in one of the cabins. I mean, free night's accommodation, still a pretty good deal. And
sure,
we're sitting there arguing about what we're going to do. And this fisherman comes with his two sons in this rickety boat, and they go and they take some equipment from the construction site and they load it up into the boat. And my wife was like, you need to tell them that we need to get out of here. And so I don't speak Khmer. I don't speak Khmer. They don't speak English. And so somehow I convinced him, I was like, put the boat on your boat and take us around. And he's like, sure, White Devils, we'll help you out of this. So we're in the boat, and we're getting this beautiful view of the bay. And the fishermen's sons are staring at us. They're gutting fish and scaling them right in front of us, getting blood and guts all over us. My wife is crying. She's like, I can't believe we're going to survive. And we get back to the end of the beach, and I hand the guy $20, and he's over the moon. And I'm like, $20
oh, yeah,
is definitely worth my life. And we go and we tell the kayak guy, hey man, your boat sank on us. Why did that happen? And he's like, oh, he checks the little compartment that I talked about, and he's like, oh, I forgot to screw that in. Sorry, guys.
My bad.
My bad. Sorry that the boat just sank on you out there. And so we're like, well, sorry, we also lost your snorkeling gear. And he's like, yeah, that happens. That's all right. It'll probably wash up. And so we were talking to him for a little while later, and he ended up selling the best weed I've ever had in Asia.
Well, there's a positive light.
Yeah, so at the very end of the story, we sank a boat, but then we got a free joint out of it. So I would definitely do it again.
Yeah, you'd suffer through vampiric flies, swarms of urchins, sinking kayak, a lightning storm, and a zombie apocalypse that happened to the abandoned resort just for a joint. I get it. Yeah, sometimes there are great lengths we'll go to.
Yeah, I mean, you got to climb the mountaintop to see the view.
Have you gone back to the resort?
We have not.
And have you encountered these horrible flies anywhere else?
This was the only place on earth I saw these bad boys.
We can't kill them. No DEET, no off, none of that stuff. All we can do is attract them with coconut oil, but good news, they'll stick to it and die. So we become human flypaper.
That's exactly it, yeah.
Well, also, welcome to Cambodia.
It should be right there on the welcome mat. That's what convinced us to move here.
What else could happen? This place is gold, honey. Let's make it our new home.
So when are we going to Phnom Penh?
Phnom Penh is definitely on the list. When we get back to Bangkok, it's only like an hour and a half flight.
Okay.
We'll chill with Stevo and family. We'll go to some local comedy clubs, as much as that pains me to say.
There are comedy clubs there?
There are comedy clubs in Bangkok we've not even been to.
Well, I know. I've met some people that run them, and I probably should go.
The people that... Wait, hold on. You've met the people that run the comedy clubs in Bangkok?
Yeah, I have.
Where the hell was I?
You were sitting next to me.
Ooh. Where were we?
We were at the W District.
Really? Someone is not paying attention.
I'm
Listen,
shocked.
We're back. We're back in Huntsville. What do we have to do that we haven't done yet while we are here, honey?
What do we have to go buy helmets.
Yes, but that's not important for the show.
We have to buy postcards.
Yes.
We have to buy postcards from Huntsville.
We have to buy
The
postcards.
Rocket City.
Which will be cool. I'm sure we will find some nice rockety style postcards.
Yes.
Because, listener, if you're not aware of this, the lovely Sheila D and I, we send out postcards every single month to people who support our journeys as we travel around the world. And we do that by giving them postcards. They give us a little bit of cash, and we send them a postcard.
Yes.
Every month. And
sometimes they get stains on them.
the people that would like to step up to that level get a stain. And I will tell you, Huntsville is a fantastic place for staining postcards because the craft beer scene is
I wasn't sure. Were you going to put rocket fuel?
I could, but I do believe that's against some DOD regulations. We would probably wind up not being allowed to get back into the country. So
maybe not.
Not a good thing.
We should always be able to get back in.
So, yeah, if you've signed up for postcards, you're going to get one from Huntsville. If you have not yet signed up for postcards, now's when you want to do it because we will be buying postcards the next day or two after this show goes live. So you've got time. If you've not yet signed up for our postcards, please do so. Just simply go to shevo.wtf/postcards or patreon.com/OPPtravelers.
Our music is by Valea Valea.
Thanks for listening, listeners. I am Evo Terra.
And I'm Sheila D.
For more information on us, how the hell we wound up in Huntsville, and where we are going next, just check out the website for all of that info and a whole lot more. Where? At shevo.wtf.